One of the most, I think rare, I think it's okay to say, one of the most rare concepts that I know of that people maintain as a part of their life is this concept that when you experience something in God, that experience is actually an introduction to your inheritance. He doesn't take us into an experience to tease us about what's going to be in eternity. He takes us in through a locked door into a realm in God, and we have an initial experience that we must now steward to come into more. Much of what we need, we're to contend for and cry out for, but sometimes we get initial breakthrough and we wait for God to bring the increase. In His world, this world that we are having such a deep affection for, built in our hearts, in this world, it works differently than in this world. In this world, resource is moved by human need. From political leaders to business leaders to church ministries to whatever, they direct their resources according to, and I don't mean this in a derogatory sense, but you've heard the phrase, it's the wheel that squeaks the loudest that gets oiled. When there's recognized need that has been vocalized, that's where the resources go. But that is in this world, not His. In His world, the guy who misused his one talent, it was taken from him, given to the one who had the most. Because in His world, it's not human need that pulls on resource. It is faith. It is stewardship. It is using what God has given correctly. The power of speech is amazing. The decree, I was thinking about it earlier today, that the Lord would actually withhold the realm of the miraculous in Isaiah 35. And it says that when you go to the brokenhearted and the troubled person and you tell them, be strengthened, God's going to vindicate you, it says, then the eyes of the blind will be opened. Then the ears of the deaf will be unstopped. So here's this realm of the miraculous that is waiting for the stewardship of the knowledge of God put into decrees that are proclaimed over each other. And those decrees and proclamations actually attract the invasion of the miraculous. They actually attract. It's like you put a marker, a target for God to strike. But many people wait for God to show up to do something when He's already revealed to us His will, and it's the decree that releases His will. See, His world just works differently than this one does. It works differently. And oftentimes people will go through all kinds of gyrations to try to move God. He's so moved for human need that He sent His Son. How much more moved does a person need to be? He paid the price for absolutely everything to get settled. The sin issue has been settled. The disease issue has been settled. The torment issue has been settled. Who owns the planet? That issue has been settled. All these things were taken care of at Calvary. Now, to find a group of people that will discover what was bought in that transaction and to move according to the laws of that world so that the dominion of God would be realized and His goodness would be experienced by our cities and our nations. It is the issue of stewardship of what God has given us. We need more, then how do you get more? You have to properly use what you have. There has to be that breaking of the cycle of this world system that, quite frankly, isn't working.